Hi, I'm Emily of Emily's Line Fitness, and welcome to this total body strength and endurance workout using heavy dumbbells. In today's total body strength and endurance workout, we're going to be working, of course, your total body, so that means your upper body, your lower body, as well as your core, which connects the upper body to the lower body. And we're going to be doing so using some heavy weights, as well as a mat or a soft surface, something that you just feel comfortable coming down on top of. Now, for today's strength and endurance workout, we're going to be working in what I call smash rounds. So this means that you're going to have 4 different circuits. Each circuit is going to be made up of an upper body move, a lower body move, and then the smash round where you put the upper body and the lower body move together. Since we're building both strength and endurance in this routine, we're going to be working for longer work periods. So that strength move for the upper body is going to be 30 seconds, followed immediately by the strength move for the lower body for 30 seconds, followed immediately by your smash round 30-second move, which means you have 90 seconds of work followed by 30 seconds of recovery. That's the routine. We're gonna go ahead and get started here with our warm-up. From there, bring your feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart so you feel like you have a nice base. And we're gonna start with knee hugs, pulling the right knee into the chest, step it down, left knee into your chest, step it down. Pull and reach. Pull and reach. Good, just warming up those hips, warming up the knees, getting those abdominals already firing as they work to balance and stabilize you. Let's do one more each side. Last one, good. You can come back to stand, and now we'll go for some shoulder rolls. Forward, up, back and down, forward, up, back and down. 2 more this direction, forward, up, back and down. Last one, and now reverse the circle. Back, up, forward, down. Good. Back, up, forward, down. 2 more. Loosening things up. Last one. From there, reach your arms overhead. Grab the right wrist with the left hand. Give me a big side stretch up and over towards the left. Feeling the right side of your waist opening up here. And then exhale, come back to center. Grab the left wrist with your right hand. Big side stretch to the right. Feel the left side of your waist opening up. 1 more each side. This time grab onto that right wrist. You can stay here or you can go for a big stretch all the way down, back up. And then maybe you grab the opposite wrist staying here, or you go for that big stretch all the way up. Good. From there, take your hands behind your head. Bring your feet to just hip width apart now. And we're going to take it to a hip hinge. Unlock your knees. Hinge your torso forward here, melting those shoulders away from your ears. Reach the crown of your head away from your tailbone and hug your abdominals in towards your center. Exhale, push through the feet to rise. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, rise. 2 more. Hinge, rise. Last one, hinge, rise. And I want you to find that hinge and you're just gonna hold it here. Lengthen your arms down towards the floor and we're gonna take it to a wide row. Palms face you. You pull the elbows apart, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and stretch. Pull and stretch. You're gonna see this wide row in our routine today in a very similar position to this, combined with a lower body exercise. 4, we'll fold all the way down to the floor. 3, 2, last one, you can fold over those thighs, plant your hands on the mat, and then step your feet back and find your plank position. Immediately, you can take it to a downward dog, pedal through your feet. Getting those calves nice and warm, ankles nice and warm. Inhale here, and on the exhale, ripple forward to find your plank position. In your plank position, shoulders are stacked over your wrist. Hug your abdominals up and away from the floor. And now thinking of your elbows, I want you to soften your elbows 1% and wrap the pointy parts of your elbows back towards your thighs. Keep stretching your body far away from each other in 2 different directions. Good, inhale here. On the exhale, step your left foot outside your left hand, reaching the left arm up to the sky, and plant. Left foot goes back, right foot steps forward, reach, and plant. Keep going just like this, alternating sides, alternating reaches. Last one, hold that left leg outside the left hand, reach the left arm up, and give me big shoulder sweeps for 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, second side, left foot back, right leg forward, reach your right arm up to the sky, big sweeps for 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, you can come back to center, bring both of your knees down to your all fours position, and we'll take it to a cat-cow. Inhale, arching the back. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. Just one more here. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And now coming back to center, we're gonna find that plank one more time, and we're gonna take it to some push-ups. So in your push-up, you're gonna bend your elbows, drop your chest towards the floor, only as much as you can keep your shoulders still. Exhale, press away. 2 more. I'm gonna drop to my knees today, because that's what my shoulders are asking for. Last one. Good, pop back up onto those toes if you drop down. Walk your feet towards your hands, walk your hands towards your feet, and slowly roll yourself up. Nice, now travel towards the front of your mat. Last little bit for warming up. The whole mat is extending behind you. You're gonna take it to a squat, stand, and then step your left leg back into your lunge. Hold. Left knee is over your ankle, right knee is over your ankle, left knee is under your hip. Pull your shoulders back so the shoulders are over the pelvis, and then step the legs together. Right leg goes back, and stand, and now we squat. So one squat, stand, left leg goes back, right leg goes back, squat, stand, left leg, and right leg. One more squat, squat, stand, and turn to face me. All right, now you have a little introduction to most of the moves that we're gonna be doing today. From here, we're gonna get into our total body buy-in. We're gonna work for 2 minutes doing body weight exercises only to buy ourselves into our circuit workout, okay? You have 4 moves, 30 seconds each. The first exercise, if you turn to the side, is going to be those lunges that we finished with, adding an arm reach. So you lunge, reach the arms overhead, stand, press the arms back. Lunge, reach, stand, press. 30 seconds. Then we'll go for a squat jack. You'll step the left leg out, reach for the floor, step together, reach for the ceiling. Step wide, step together. If you prefer, you can also hop out and in. I'm gonna keep it to a walking squat jack today. From there, we're gonna hit the mat. You're gonna give me 1 push-up, down, up, to 1 bear walk-in. Knees walk in under the hips, knees walk out. 1 push-up, 1 bear. From there, you're gonna flip over onto your back. You're gonna lift your hips up into a tabletop position, and you're gonna take it to a march. Lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering, all right? 2 minutes of work, come on up to stand. From there, we'll get into our circuits, we'll get into our weighted work. We're gonna get started in just 5. In 4, lunge reach. 3, 2, here we go. Lunge reach and stand. Lunge reach and stand. Now, we want this exercise to be controlled, so lot of moving parts here. Make sure your front knee is staying over that ankle. The back knee is landing underneath the hips, and you're keeping your front ribs pulling in towards your spine the whole time. If you give me a strong, powerful exhale, you're gonna feel those front ribs connecting down. In 5, we take it to a squat jack. 4, 3, 2, and now squat jack. Step wide, step together. Reach for the floor, reach for the sky. Floor, sky. Floor, sky. Down, up. Feeling the lower body getting warmer, feeling those shoulders getting warmer. Continuing to build heat in the body before we grab those weights. 10 seconds, push up to bear. In 4, we find our plank. 3, 2, turn to find your plank position. 1 push up on the knees or toes, and then walking in, out, out. Push up, walk, in, out, out. Whew. 20 seconds. Down, up, in, out, out. Keeping those butts down on the bear plank, in line with your shoulders. Whew. Less than 10 seconds, we flip onto our back, we bridge. 3, 2, 1. Flip onto your back. Once you're down, you're gonna lift your hips up and give me 30 seconds of marching. Maybe you challenge your stability, you reach your arms up to the ceiling. Good. Maybe you go for a little upper body component, bending and extending your elbows to match what your legs are doing. Whew. Last 10 seconds. We come up to stand, we're grabbing our weights in 3, 2, 1. Come on up to stand. Let us get into our weighted work. So, circuit 1, we're going to be focusing on squats as your lower body exercise and shoulders as your upper body component, working those shoulders in an overhead press. Grab the weights that you want to use for a squat. I'm going to go for one of my medium weights, and I'm going to rack that weight just in front of my chest, goblet style. You're going to give me a goblet squat, legs wider than the hips, down and up for 30 seconds. Then you're gonna give me an overhead shoulder press. For now, I'm gonna keep this one weight. I'm gonna grab each side of the weight. I'm gonna overhead press. Then for our combo, I'm gonna take it to one squat, stand, overhead press. Squat, stand, overhead press. All right? We get going in 10 seconds. I'm gonna go for actually a little bit heavier for that shoulder press. We start off with squats, goblet style. 3, 2, 1, here we go. And of course, there's a lot going on, but we get to stay here for a little bit to work the moves out. And we'll do each exercise, or each circuit, for 2 rounds, okay? So going through all 4 2 times, so you get some time to practice and some time to rehearse. Down and up. Just 10 seconds. Down and up. 4, 3, 2, come on up to stand, and now overhead shoulder press. I'm gonna keep that same weight. Hug your front ribs in, drop your tailbone down towards the floor, melt your shoulders away from your ears. Past your halfway point. Oh, yeah. All right, in 5, we go 1 squat, 1 overhead press. 3, 2, squat, stand, overhead press. Squat, stand, overhead press. Down, up, press. Oh, maybe. Down, up, press. This is some tough stuff. You've got just 10 seconds, and then I'll explain to you those next exercises. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, next exercises, I'm gonna go to a little bit of a lighter weight. We're gonna start off with deadlifts. You have 2 weights in your hands, feet are hip width apart parallel, unlock your knees. You're gonna go for your deadlift or your hip hinge for 30 seconds. From there, you're gonna find a hinge and you're gonna give me those wide rows, pulling elbows apart, together, together. Then we smash them together for our smash round. You go deadlift, come up halfway, wide row, stand. Deadlift, come up halfway, wide row, stand. We go in 5 seconds. Deadlifts are coming up in 3, 2, and deadlift. Soften the knees, hinge, hinge, hinge. Spine long, press through those heels to rise. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Good, now notice if when you go into that hinge, you push your butt way back behind your heels. Can you think of evenly distributing the weight in the forefoot, that's the front of your foot, and the hind foot, right, the heel, on the way down. And on the way up, just pushing a little bit more into those heels to rise. 3, 2, hold your hinge about halfway, wide row. Pull apart, together. Pull apart, together. I like to cross my weights because I have pretty bulky weights here. So I take one arm in front, one arm in back. Pull, pull. Ooh. 10 seconds. We'll put those 2 things together. Crash in those weights. Last 3, 2, 1, and stand. So 1 deadlift, come up halfway, wide row, come up to stand. 1 deadlift, halfway lift, 1 wide row, come up all the way. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Come up halfway. Wide row, stand. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Halfway lift. Wide row, stand. 3, last one, 2, and 1. Nice job. You can drop your weights. Again, 30 seconds to recover. Circuit 3, we're gonna go for our lunge with a bicep curl. So you're gonna step your left leg back. We'll start with the left leg stepping only. Left leg steps back, bicep curl, and stand. Oh, excuse me, that's the smash. We start with just the lunge, right? Just the lunge. Then we'll stand, just the curl. Then we'll put it together. In 5, we go for just the lunges. 3, 2, just the lunges. Left leg steps back, left leg steps together. Left leg steps back, left leg steps together. I was jumping ahead. I jumped to smash. We don't need to jump to smash. We still have our lower body and our upper body element to isolate. 10 seconds. We're gonna hold it up. We'll go for hammer curls. Hammer curl just means that your thumb is facing forward. 3, 2, come on up. Hammer curl. Curl and lengthen. I'm gonna alternate arms here. 1 arm at a time. No matter if you're doing 2 arms or 1 arm, you're aiming not to swing the weights and to keep your torso really stable here. Soften your knees, 10 seconds, then we put them together, right? So it's gonna be a step back lunge, just the left leg stepping back. We hold the lunge and do that bicep curl. 3, 2, step your left foot back. 1 curl and stand. Left foot back. 1 curl and stand. Beautiful. Curl and stand. 10 seconds. Curl and stand. We're hitting the mat. Now after this, 3, 2, and rise. All right, coming down to the mat, we're gonna get into our final circuit. Exercise 1 is going to be a glute bridge. You can use weights or not. If you're gonna use weights, you'll put them right on top of your pelvis. You come up and down. Then you're gonna hold the hips low and you're gonna go skull crusher for 30 seconds. Then you'll put the 2 moves together. We go in 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me that glute bridge. Lifting your hips up and down. I'm gonna try with weights. Lift, lower, lift, lower. And these are the same weights that I'll use for my skull crusher. Up, down, up, and down. 10 seconds, we'll hold the hips down and we'll go for those skull crushers. 3, 2, 1, hold the hips down, stretch your arms overhead. You bend your elbows and extend. Good. Bend your elbows and extend. Keep going. I'm just gonna get my mic out of the way here. Keep working, keep working. There we go. You've got just 10 seconds and then we'll put it together. Laying on my back did not really work well for my microphone. 5, hopefully you didn't hear any change. 3, 2, 1. All right, we put it together. So bend your elbows. You lift your hips, straighten your arms. Lower the hips, bend the elbows. Wow, the abdominal control. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. Good, and lower. You got 10 seconds. And then we go for our round 2. Back to squats. Back to squats, back to squats. 3, 2, 1, and release. 30 seconds. We go for our goblet squats, then we go for our overhead press, and then we smush them together. Take some water if you need. Oh, total body, what an adventure. Every time. 15 seconds. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter this time for real. Good, in 10 seconds, you're gonna grab that weight, rack it in front of your chest. We go goblet squat. 3, 2, here we go. Down and up. All right, I just want you to know, okay? I know that something wacky is happening with my hair in the back. I'm not gonna stop. I can feel it when I move my head around that my hair is doing something weird. Maybe you can't tell, but maybe it's very obvious, in which case just enjoy it. Let it distract you. 3, 2, overhead shoulder press. Press and lower. Now I'm using a lighter weight, so I'm gonna try to increase my tempo a little bit, take it a little bit faster. If I was using heavier weights, I would still go slow. And no matter if I'm going faster or slower, I'm always thinking about control. 10 seconds, we'll put it together. 1 squat, 1 overhead press. In 4, 3, 2, put it together. Squat, stand, press, lower. Squat, stand, press, lower. Squat, stand, press, lower. Beautiful. Press those knees out wide towards your pinky toes. Sit your butt way back. 10 seconds. And then we're moving on. Circuit 2. Deadlifts. 3, 2, 1, release. All right, we have our deadlifts coming up. Deadlifts are the first exercise. Exercise 2 is that wide row, also called a gorilla row. And then the third exercise, we put those two things together. I'm gonna go for some lighter weights because I'm starting to feel some back tension. If you're feeling the same, that's an opportunity to go a little bit lighter with the weights. Focus more on the form, more on the quality. We go in 4, hinging in the deadlift. 3, 2, deadlifts. So even though I have these light weights, I can use actually, let's say the mental space that I've made by using lighter weights to focus more on the movement at hand. So even though I've gone lighter, doesn't mean I'm taking the easy way out. Just means that I'm giving myself a little bit more breathing room to focus on the form. 3, 2, holding that halfway hinge, you're gonna pull the elbows apart, reach, apart, reach. Now technically, I think the wide row, you just bring the heads of the weights together and then pull apart. I think the gorilla aspect is when you cross the weights, but regardless, it's great for the back, okay? Whatever option you pick. Last 4, we put it together. 3, 2, 1, come up to stand. You go hinge at your farthest point, up just about halfway. 1 wide row, stand all the way up. Hinge, 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 hinge. Come up halfway. Wide row, stand. Hinge, wide row, stand. Good, 10 seconds left. Down. Wide row, stand. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, moving on. We're gonna go for our lunges and our bicep curls. This time your right foot is gonna be the one that steps back. Your left leg is gonna be the one that steps forward. We'll start off with just the lunges, then just the curls, and then we smash. Whew. It's kind of Halloween season here. I wish I could play Monster Mash, you know, like Monster Smash kind of thing. 3, 2, 1, lunge, lunge, stand. Right leg steps back, left leg stays forward. Down and up. Down and up. Nice. Good, using these moments where it's just one exercise to really focus. 4, 3, 2, stand up, give me those hammer curls. I'm gonna do one arm at a time. In your bicep curl, you want your elbows to be slightly ahead of the rib cage or in line with the rib cage. I don't want you curling from back here because it's not gonna be so nice for the shoulder. It's shoving your upper arm bone forward in the shoulder socket. which long term isn't great. 3, 2, now we put it together. Right leg steps back, curl, lengthen, stand. Step, curl, lengthen, stand. Love it. 15 seconds. And rise. Just 10 seconds left. Whew. Find your balance before you start to curl. No need to rush it. 3, 2, 1, and rise. All right, circuit 4. Your last circuit, your last little bit of work with the weights. We have our glute bridge, weighted or body weight only, our skull crusher, and then we put them together, okay? You've got this weighted circuit, then we get rid of the weights, we do our buy out, those same body weight moves that we started with. Lay on down, load up the pelvis with the weights if you want them. 3, 2, here we go. Lift and lower, lift and lower. As you lift and lower your hips, I want you to think of wrapping the sides of your ribs in towards the center of your body, allowing the middle part of your back to lift away from the floor, but the upper part of your back where your shoulder blades are gonna stay anchored to the mat. 5, this is different than a yoga bridge if that's your only experience. 3, 2, lower the hips, lengthen your arms to the ceiling, and now keep your upper arms still. Just bend your elbows and let your lower arm come towards you. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Nice job. All right, you ready to put those two things together? Glute bridge plus skull crusher. 3, 2, bend your elbows. As you lengthen your elbows, lift your hips. Lower the hips, bend the elbows. Lift the hips, lengthen the elbows. There we go. Think of folding at the front of your hip to lower those pelvises down to the mat. Down and lift. Whew. When you're done with this, you've got 30 seconds to regroup, and then we get into that body weight buyout. Last 3, last 2, last one. Drop the weights. You can put them off to the side, and we're gonna go for that body weight buyout. First exercise, reverse lunge with the arm reach. Second exercise, your squat jack. Third exercise, push up to knee walk in, out, out. Fourth exercise, glute bridge marches. You ready? Let's kick it off. 5, reverse lunge reach. 3, 2, here we go. Step back, arms up. Step back, arms up. Now, say you're like, Emily, I need more. This is my final moment here of work in this lunge. You're gonna give me a switch, switch, drop to the lunge. Switch, switch, drop to the lunge. Whatever option you want, you take. You see that I'm taking the not jumping option myself today, because that's what I need. 5. In 4, squat jacks. 3, 2, squat jacks. Hop or walk. Step out, step together, step out, step together, or hop out, hop together, hop out, hop together, hop out, hop together, down, up. There we go, 15 seconds, we hit the mat, 1 push-up, 1 bear walk-in. 10 seconds, can you pick up your pace? Yes, you can, I can too, let's work a little harder. 3, 2, turn, plank, push-up. Down, up, march, march, back, back, down, up, march, march, back, back. Again, feel free to drop to your knees for that push-up. 15 seconds. In your push-up, you want your chest to lead the way. The first thing to hit the mat would be your chest. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip on over, find your bridge. March those legs. I'm gonna lift my arms up as well. Challenge my balance. It's not about how fast you can go. It's about how controlled you can make this move. Keep your hips super still. Both right and left sides of your pelvis on the same level as each other. Just 10 seconds. We're gonna meet with that right leg lifted in 4, 3, 2. Meet me with your right leg lifted. Just hold for 10 seconds. Can you lift your hips a little bit higher? Curl your front hip points towards your spine. Feel that left butt cheek engage even more. 3, 2. Right foot down, left foot up. Hold. Curl your sits bones to the backs of your thighs. Hold for 4, 3, 2. Lower your left foot down. Roll through your spine. Come up and over into an all fours position. Let us finish this off in our cool down. Coming to your all fours position, let's just take it to a cat-cow. Inhaling, arching your back. Exhaling, round. Inhaling, arch. Exhaling, round. And now coming to center, reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Thread your left arm underneath your right arm, coming down to that left ear. Breathing some space between your shoulder blades. Slowing down your breath, deepening the inhales. On your next exhale, press through that right hand, come all the way back up, reach the left arm to the sky, and then we'll switch sides. Right arm reaches to the ceiling, and right arm threads. Coming down. What amazing work you did today. I hope that whole body is feeling so energized. The upper body, we've got the lower body, of course got the core, the thing that connects the two. Inhale here, exhale, push through that left hand to come up. From there, we're gonna go for a hurdler stretch. So you're gonna take the left knee behind the right knee, and then send your butt back or your butt forward to make yourself some space, and then come down to the elbows, feeling that right hip release. And I would just love to know, like, what are people doing to keep their hair under control in a workout? I've got a million bobby pins in there. I've got a ponytail holder, obviously. Long-haired people, what are you doing? How are you doing this? Pressing into the hands, coming up. We'll do the same thing other side. So I'm gonna cross my right knee behind my left. Make sure you've got some space. Slide that butt back and down, and release. So I'm telling you, I'm putting all kinds of things in my hair to keep it under control, and without fail, it bursts out of its container. And it's not like I have super unruly hair in general. My hair is so blah, and then I work out and it becomes crazy. Inhale here. On the exhale, you can push back up onto those hands. I'm just gonna come to a seated position to close out here. Crisscross applesauce for you. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you so much for joining me for this upper body, lower body routine. Your total body was giving so much effort, and I really appreciate it. If you would like to see more total body workouts, I'll link you to my total body playlist so you can get a sense of all of the different formats that I have available. And if you would just like to join me for more workouts like this, with weights, without weights, then please subscribe to my channel. It's Emily's Aligned Fitness, and I have new videos coming out every single week. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.